the ancestral spirits of creation, the archangels, the angels, the ancestors. I want to give thanks and ask to please guide us, those that are actually striving for righteousness, to be protected and guide us along the way. May we get or receive the protection that you offer and that you give during our times of living and even going through a transition in our life or going through the transition to the ancestral realm. We ask you for the guidance and protection. We ask you also to always, always send your divine love and affection to us. For we do need it on these trying times and tribulations and errors in our life, and also to help us finally strive on perfecting ourselves in this material realm. Ashe. Okay. I'm not going to be on here long because I have 24% on my phone. But I really want to say something, if you can hear me. I've been observing certain people on YouTube. They talking about Santeria, they talking about Ifa, they talking about voodoo, saying it's witchcraft, saying all this negative stuff about people that are Latino, that's Caribbean, and all of that. But you use a religion that your ancestors were forced into. And these religions came from those same traditions that you call witchcraft. And when you don't have the education or the knowledge of it, don't speak on it if you don't know it. If it was not for the Latino brothers and sisters or the Afro Latinos, we wouldn't have no knowledge of the Orisha, those in the diaspora. They kept that information and preserved it. Listen, I don't care who watch me right now. I don't care what anybody think. But when it comes down to knowing knowledge of self, you rather run to a religion that badgered your people, that say your practices was demonic. Meanwhile, those people in higher places, in the Catholics, the Christian, and all that, the Islam, all of them go behind the scenes, and they all controlled by the Pope. And you know what they do? They practice your traditions. They practice your ancient traditions, which is Santeria, which is Ifa, Voodoo, and all that. They practice your stuff behind the scenes, and they say it's demonic to you, but they practice that stuff behind your back. And they have you worshiping what they had created from all of your traditions and created what you call Catholicism, which runs modern day Islam, Judaism, Christianity, you name it. But yet behind the scenes, they worship a so called Black Madonna. But you're calling your stuff witchcraft. You say that the creator is a masculine force, when in ancient text it shows that he was a she. Darkness brought forth the light. She gave birth to the light. See, I hear people saying all this nonsense. And it bothers me because you're not doing your freaking research. When you say, oh, Santa is the evil one, it's witchcraft, and you're naming names and badgering the people. You're naming different ethnic groups. Meanwhile, you name the ethnic groups, but you're the same people that don't like to date their women or men. See, my great grandfather was Native American Latino too. My great grandfather and my great grandmother was Native American. See, my family been in this country probably since day one because my grandmother literally told me about the bloodline and all of that. But she did tell me that her father spoke Spanish and Portuguese, spoke Spanish fluently. And my bloodline is connected to the Caribbean and also the brothers and sisters over here, all the way to Liberia, Nigeria, and so on. But I was born here, my family, my whole. It's like y'all have to realize the research says by this great sister, Empress Sheba III, who's alive today. She did an interview, I think, 10 years ago, 10 or 12, 13 years ago. And she literally said that the kingdom of Africa spread from the African, all the way from Africa to India to the Americas. I didn't spoke about this woman before, great woman before. I'm getting tired of miseducated people are badgering people from the Caribbean, people that are Latino, that actually are Afro Latinos, that actually know the history of Santeria, that know that they preserved it to help us wake up too. And that led you to Ifa, that led you to voodoo and all of that. These are practices that your counterparts that practice Catholicism do behind the scenes and practice on y'all and try to use it on you because they don't want you to get the power back. They don't want you to get the power back. They don't want you to wake up. And I'm talking to I'm talking to the melanated brothers and sisters, but I'm also talking to everybody so everybody can know this shit. Excuse my language, because I got agitated. You know, we are surrounded with people that are looking for a savior. Screw a savior. There is no one coming to save you. You have to save yourself. The name Yahshua means salvation. In the teachers of the Moors, they say just us, which is another term they use for Jesus, which is just us or justice. And one of the things that they have also is the curved sword. I forgot what they call that curved sword. And they have justice on it. But we got to go by the orders of Mayat too. See, I'm getting tired of people that think they know about Santeria and Ifa and they don't even watch the people that actually practice it, or they're not connected to the people that practice it. They're not connected to the people that practice voodoo. They don't even know. They just going by a Christian mindset. You're programmed. You're not open. You're programmed. See, I'm not going to name names because that's not what I do. But I'm getting tired of people badgering these ancient practices that's older than your goddamn soul. And the deities that is in this, know what or not. A lot of you don't even know how Santeria and Ifa is older than Christianity, Islam, older than Hinduism, older than Buddhism. But yet, you got people badgering these traditions. And I'm going to tell you something. To those that heard of Melchizedek, Tahuti or Thoth, there's a book that shows some stuff right there. But I'm going to tell you, Tahuti, Thoth, or Orunmila, or Ifa, which is one of the main names that those that practice know. Orunmila is your Tahuti, is your Melchizedek, because he has no beginning nor end. You have people that are not knowing but talking all this gibberish, but don't know what they're talking about. But saying, "Oh, you practicing that witchcraft over there?" Let me tell you something. Ignorance gets you nowhere. That's why you have to be open. You have to realize, let me look into this more. Because what you're doing, you're rejecting yourself and you're not on that level yet. You're not on that level yet. I give all thanks to those that are practicing it for the greater good. Because you got people that practice for the negative ways too. That goes to any tradition, any spiritual tradition. You're going to have your bad and good eggs. Hell, how many people just Christian that is not holier than thou? How many people that are Muslim are not really living the life of a Muslim? How many people are practicing Judaism and not really living that life? See, you got to remember there's pros and cons in this. That's why it's duality in everything. That's why you got to know the sciences and know about duality and how it plays a part. Know your part and know your role in this life. Stop judging people who practice whatever tradition. That's their life. If it's not harming you, let them live. If you don't know what you're talking about, excuse me on here, YouTube, you need to shut the fuck up because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Because I'm telling you, those same people that badmouth these traditions, I guarantee you got a reading done, but they ain't gonna tell you as that. See, you gotta remember, you're living in a society where people want to feel important. They want to feel important. They want to be YouTube famous and be controversial because that's what sells. Controversy sells. When you don't know, you don't know. So shut the heck up. Because there are a lot of people that are Moors that's now learning about the Orisha, the Loas, many other ancient deities or ancestral spirits. I don't like saying deities, ancestral spirits. And realize the connection between them and us. I'm just getting tired of the ignorance of people that don't know. Joseph Baba Ifa, I think that's the name. I give him a shout out. Conjure Queen. I give Black Witch Yaya. I give them all the credit because they out there doing the damn thing. They in the trenches. They are actually into that stuff. You know what I mean? They into it. The brother named Yosef, Hood Mystic. A lot of they're in the trenches in this. They know. I just get tired of people that's trying to attack people that practice this and call them witches, warlocks, and all this. When you don't even know the real meaning of a witch. The word witch means wise woman. Warlock means wise man. That's the real meaning of it. You let Western civilization confuse your mindset, and you're walking around the blind leading the blind, and you still waiting for your sky daddy to come save you. Listen, there's an ancestral spirit realm and so on. The sky, what you call the heavens, where the unseen is in the spirit realm, they bring people your way that are incarnations to help you wake up and get uplifted. Instead, you choose the religion that was forced upon your ancestors to be manipulated and lied to and do the same cycle repeatedly over and over, and you keep it up, and then you thinking that you're doing the right thing and you're thinking that you're righteous when you're bad mouthing people that practice other practices other than what you apparently practice. Because honestly, a lot of people claim they practice one thing, but they don't practice a goddamn thing. They're just talking on the side of their mouth and don't know what the hell they're saying and can't give you a breakdown of any of that without having the audience to give them the answers. You regurgitate stuff. People need to stop regurgitating and do more research before speaking on anything that they don't know nothing about. Because I'm going to tell you something. And I'm going to talk to my brothers and sisters that's melanated that don't know any better. That don't know any better. The person, what you call the palm colored people, know more about your story than you do. They know more about your spiritual practices than you do. Many of them do. This is one big ass puzzle that you have to figure out on your own if you don't have people around you. I get sick and tired of hearing the BS from other people that think they know, but they don't know nothing. See, I'm on a rant because I'm just tired of hearing it. I have books on the Orishas. I have books on the low eyes and so on. I tell you, I'm a Reiki master too. I'm a Reiki master. And I try to tell everybody, this is beyond spiritual warfare. It's beyond spiritual warfare. It's three kinds of warfares to me. Biological, spiritual, mental. Those are warfares going on. Biological, spiritual, and mental. And you know what? Mental health is plaguing the melanated people community, or so-called black community. That is on an all-time high rapidly. And many of people that is on here, not all, you got to be careful who you listen to. I give it credit to Black Witch Yaya. I give credit to Black Conjuring. I give give credit to real Kaya. I give credit to all of them, though, and the ones I didn't name. I give credit to all of them. Even Dr. Moonbi over there in Africa. I give a shout out to her too, because you know why? She never badmouth us as melanated people over here. Matter of fact, she had actually interviewed Dr. Claude Anderson. No, they're not. Now, here we are. We're dealing with people that are miseducated, that don't know what the heck they're talking about, and talking negative about Santeria, talking about negativity about Ifa, voodoo, but don't know none of the stuff that he's talking about. I really want to call the person's name out, but it's really taking a lot of energy for me to even be on here, because I get tired of people saying that it's witchcraft and don't know nothing. I get tired of people saying, oh, voodoo is evil. Don't you know words are spells too? People need to know words are spells too. So when you say somebody put a spell on you, you actually making it manifest by saying it. Words are weapons, and they're spells. It's all about the thought of the individual. When you wish death on somebody, you can make it manifest at will if you really want it to happen. But it will reject on you, because you know why? It'll reject you because that's against cosmic law. You're trying to put a spell on people. That's against cosmic law. Thank you to the brother King Bay for that information years ago. That's against cosmic law. And people thinking that they can just put words out there and put spells on people. That shit'll come back, shut you down, mess you up. I don't care who's not watching. Don't care anymore. But this is where I stand. Because I get tired of people talking negatively about spirituality and don't know nothing about the Orisha, don't know nothing about the Lord, don't know nothing about the about anything. They don't follow me on me. No, they don't know none of that stuff. They don't know none of that. But they quick to say it's witchcraft, but yet you're also waiting for someone to save you, and then you call yourself a chosen. Listen, people need to stop saying that too. Everybody walking around, I'm chosen. Who chose you? You can't be saying that on this platform. Because I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna keep it 100 with all of you. The people that are in power know who's chosen and know who's not chosen. They have your birth certificate. They know the time you were born and all that. They know who's chosen and who's not chosen. They have astrologists. They have astronomers. All of that. When your mother and father filled out that birth certificate and they show the time you were born, it goes into on file, and it goes to the people that's in power. They can find out who's chosen, and also your social security card also speaks for itself on how and what I'm dealing with numerology, who you connected to. I ain't gonna get into all that right now. Thanks to an elder that told me years ago about the significance of the number 9. But I ain't gonna get into that right now. But I just want to go on my rant because I'm getting tired of these fools on here being belligerent against voodoo, Ifa, the Orishas, the Loas, and all the above. This ancient practices that our ancestors practiced. Our ancestors practiced that. Our ancestors practiced Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, all of that. And the ancestral spirits they were chosen by the ancestral spirits and the Almighty Creator. Look it up and stop talking that nonsense. I don't like the blind leading the blind. And I'm gonna tell you like this. Darkness created the light. The light did not create darkness. You came out of darkness, which is the womb. You didn't come out the light. Do your homework and stop regurgitating. Because if only you knew about Mommy Water, if only you knew about the mermaids, if only you knew about all the different statues dealing with the Great Mother, Mommy Water, Asherah, all that is added up. Oshun, Yemoja, the list goes on. There's a book I recommend, The Great Black Mama of Creation by Dr. Suzar. Because in that book, it's going to shock you. And also, spirituality has nothing to do with feminism. I also want to let people know about that too. Spirituality don't have nothing to do with feminism. Whoever's saying that dumb stuff, you need some help and pick up a book and read, because reading is fundamental. Do your research thoroughly before you say some nonsense like that, because we need to understand when you come out the womb is dark because you was in there for 9 months. There go to number 9 again. Then you come out the womb, your mother water break, and you come out the womb. The water, huh? Mommy Water, right? In the beginning stages, when you were embryo, your dad got with your mother, and he let loose semen, moving like a serpent, right? Reptoid. And it goes and fertilizes the egg, and your mother go through a transformation, starts vomiting and all this other stuff, and she's dealing with another life inside her vessel. In the beginning stages, you were in the beginning stages of your mother's womb, you were actually female. Then the X turned into a Y. You have everything that a woman have except for period and you know the vagina or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You don't have that, but you have an outward version of it. We need to really start going into real serious sciences here. The X chromosome is feminine. I'm gonna tell you a little secret. When you put 2 X's, connect them together, put the letter G in the middle, you had the Masonic symbol. Okay? See, it's not scientific. See, nobody don't want to talk about this shit. But all of this stuff is ancient sciences. In the beginning, there was her, then him. She was the darkness, then she brought forth the light. See, that's why you have the Tao symbol, the yin and the yang, supreme balance between masculine and feminine. There was a such thing called the hermaphrodites too. See, we need to really start talking about all of this stuff. See, nobody don't want to talk about this. We got to really wake up, because we live in a world where people think they know and they don't. And we have too many great minds out here that know this stuff. And they don't want to have, I don't blame them. They don't want to have the time to go through all this, because you're going to have people that want to debate, debunk, and all of that. But when it starts coming down to these ancient practices and people saying, oh, that's witchcraft and that's evil, people that are in higher power, they want you to think that because they practice your stuff every day. Anyway, I've been on here ranting long enough. I'm just tired of the miseducated people out there regurgitating shit and don't have proof. They praising a God in Christianity when Christianity is only 6,000 years old. And Constantine didn't even believe in Christianity until he was on his deathbed getting baptized while he was dying. And he knew that the information that he had received, he stole it from a group of women that praised Mommy Water, and they were called the Sibyls. So I'm done talking about religion. And I'm tired of these ingrates thinking they know what they're talking about and causing wars against people that preserve this information so we can wake up. And I'm talking about my Latino brothers and sisters, Afro Latinos that know about Santeria, those that are also in Puerto Rico and all of that, and brothers and sisters in Haiti or Haiti. You know what I'm saying? Even down to even down to the point where we shouldn't even be divided for real. We should all be on code. We should all be on code because why? We got a lot of people that are double agents out there that want to follow and want to be YouTube famous, but when they're behind closed doors, they want to be friends with those that are from the Caribbean. I have family in the Caribbean too. Like I'm getting tired of that because I see my family big, man. My family all over this damn planet. Anybody with my last name, they pretty much related to me. My family told me that, man. Like it's crazy. Like I cannot fathom people that want to be belligerent and ignorant and racist. Pretty much, bigotry is real. But anyway, I'm out of here. I just want to go on my rant. I'm done talking. I love you all. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. I don't care. I'm not here to be YouTube famous. All I'm on here to do what I came here to do, what I was sent here to do. So I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna play my little vid game, and then I'm gonna study to get my daggone licenses and stuff that I'm getting licensed for. Cause I'm a businessman and I don't got time to be dealing with ranting on people that regurgitate information. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing my own thing as far as business now. I don't got time for ignorance anymore. People that don't know need to just stop. If you don't know, just say you don't know. When you're going up against different ethnicities and you trying to bring separation, to me you're an agent. You know what I mean? Straight up. To me, you're an agent. You want to bring separation. We supposed to be dealing with peace, love, and so on. And you call yourself a Moor. Many people say that they're Moors and they're against that. They're against love, peace, from love, peace, freedom, truth, and justice. That's what we're supposed to go by. Not no division. You gotta know the bloodlines too, man. Done. Otherwise, I'm out of here. I'm tired of talking. If you like it, you like it. If you don't like this video, I don't care. You know what I mean? I'm just here for the people. I'm here for the human race, and let's get it. Let's get things moving. But don't be talking negative about our ancestral spirits. Don't talk negative about our traditions. If you don't know, you don't know. Admit it. Your ego too strong where you don't want to admit it. And the ego means easing God out of you. It means easing God out. Dr. Malachi York spoke on it in his books. I'll give you references on people I read about and information. I don't just regurgitate stuff. All right. It's your brother. I'm out of here. Peace.